Build your dreams.
Build your dreams.
Build your dreams, I think.
Well, it says for build your dream.
It's a good name. I like the concept, but I like that BYD is now taking that off the back and now they're just putting BYD now on the back.
大家好，我是 BB 官澳洲拍客裴英策，今天来到了比亚迪 4S 店。比亚迪呢，现在在澳洲开展试驾活动，本地人对比亚迪印象如何？试驾之后感想如何？他们会愿意购买这个中国汽车品牌吗？和我一起去看看吧。
Today we are conducting the world's biggest electronic vehicle test drive day. So across the country we're planning to do over 1,500 electric vehicle test drives across all the BYD sites in the country. We've had over 100 people register for the event today, and we know that there's a lot of those people that are bringing multiple people down with them to drive the car. The vehicle that we're using for the test drive today is the BYD Atto 3. BYD's blade battery system is the safest and one of the most longevity batteries that you can get. And lots of other manufacturers now are starting to use the BYD blade batteries in their vehicles that they're producing. In Australia here, the BYD Atto 3 over the last 12 months has been the second biggest selling electric vehicle in Australia. The first one's the Tesla Model Y. Not quite there yet, we'll be there soon though. The Chinese branded cars in Australia are certainly starting to explode from a volume perspective. So it is certainly growing very quickly here in Australia.
I've seen them on the road. And I remember Googling EYC and I was like, what is that car? Came up with that.
My son told me about them. He has an Atto.
I follow a bit of EV media, and with that, I see BYD as it's a massive company. It's a Warren Buffett invested. BYD, has a massive bus and truck network. All the double-decker buses in London are BYD. They're all electric. So BYD's got a bit of an EV heritage. Certainly one to look at. The reviews that I watch on YouTube are all very positive, so probably worth having a look today, and I'm looking forward to a drive.
Definitely the price, and it's got a lot of features for the price, yeah.
Well, it's more affordable.
They're definitely, big competitor with a lot of, car manufacturers.
Me and my wife are looking at getting an electric car and starting here, just to have a look to see how this one is.
Have a look at an Atto 3. I'd like to see if my family can fit in the Atto 3. So yeah, as a next car.
I wanted to come for the test drive just to also think about buying that one, but I'm also interested in the Dolphin. So I'm sort of comparing the two.
Ooh, just curious, wondering, what is it all about? See what, the car can do.
The drive was beautiful.
Good, very responsive.
Very smooth, quiet, obviously.
Test drive, that was really, really good.
First time I've driven an electric car, yeah. It had more power than I expected. It was nice. It's more responsive and it goes more than I thought it would.
The car's very responsive, it's very fast, very comfortable. I think it's got a lot more features than I thought. I thought the voice control was pretty amazing. I was listening to one of them play a guitar in the back seat with the he plays guitar, so that was interesting listening to him play the strings. The boys thought there was a lot of room in the back seat as well, so my boy's bigger than me, so that's going to fit him, which is nice.
I don't know, is Tesla Chinese?
Which one?
Is Tesla Chinese?
No.
No? Very similar to the Tesla? A good ride, yeah. Well, I think I'd probably go with the Dolphin. I think I prefer the smaller one, but I'm convinced by the ride.
Very quiet. It's got a lot of features. You can speak to the car, and the car does stuff. I think that's quite good. It's very smooth the way it drives. The power delivery is sufficient.
Yeah, my least favorite part is probably the overall size of it. Like having a family and putting a lot of stuff in the car for the weekend is maybe a bit hard, but other than that, I love it.
Probably like the back seat to be a bit wider because I have 3 kids, and I think the 2 of them in the back seat, they sort of fill the back 2 seats. That would be the only thing.
And the screen in the front, where the wheel is small.
You think? Oh, that's what. All right, yeah.
So the screen in the front.
Yeah, the one in behind the steering wheel. Zach thinks it should be bigger. I think it's okay, but Zach thinks it should be bigger. There you go. Thanks, Zach.
Do you think you will buy it?
Yes, probably lease it, but yes, we're thinking yes.
Yeah, not today, but yeah, I think I absolutely do want Well, there's a price advantage. That's the first thing. Some of the luxury inside, so there's more finer points inside, whereas the Tesla is quite sparse and minimalist.
I think you should take over Toyota.
The seats are more comfortable. I've already picked that up. That's one thing when I got into the Tesla, I thought it didn't feel comfortable and compared to my Audi 8. But this one I got into and it's really comfortable.
The price definitely is a big factor. I mean, Tesla is of course the higher end on the EV vehicles. But I think BYD, there is a few things that I think is good being still a car. There's still buttons you can press in the car, which I think is important in comparison to there's no buttons. I think having switches in the car, I think does help a lot, especially for elderly people, because they wouldn't know the full technology on a car. But I think this is a good transition as we're heading into EV. So I think BYD is definitely a good product.
I think I know all of them. Neo, Xpeng, Jiling, and then the Volvo's all made in China. So and the Polestar's made in China.
They're like cherry in a bottle and stuff, but what I do see is they seem to have a lot of features for the price. Like they have a lot in them.
In the olden days, they used to say Jap crap for Japanese cars, and we now know that that's absolute rubbish. And I think the same applies. People will change their mind.
Yep, I think the Chinese brands are quite superior to other brands. I think that the technology is advanced and yep, I think they're very reliable.
Look back maybe, probably 10 over years ago, I think China has caught up a lot in what they've developed in cars. And a lot of car brands have moved to China to build their vehicles as well. From what I know, they've definitely stepped a big step forward. So seeing the BYD today, definitely, I can see, it's quite impressive.
今天我们和来试驾的澳洲人聊了聊，还一起试驾了这辆车。总的来说呢，澳洲本地人觉得比亚迪汽车性价比高、颜值高、配置高大上。如果你喜欢我们，别忘了关注我们哦。BB 官会给你带来更多关于中国汽车的海外直击。
Hi BYD. Can you tell me the motor numbers for tomorrow?
Huh? Say that again.